Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are gonna go over some very popular, trendy, viral Korean beauty products. This is an ongoing series I have on my channel where I test out viral K-beauty, C-beauty, J-beauty, and I think this is part 2 or part 3 to the K-beauty side. So if you guys want to check out my previous videos where I talk about other viral products that you might be thinking of, I might have already talked about it, reviewed it in those videos. I'll have those linked down below and also in the cards for you as well. But today I have a whole new round of products, makeup, skincare, hair care to talk about. I've actually been testing a lot of these out for a few months now. So I'm excited to give you my thoughts, give you my review, what is worth the hype and what is not. I'll give it to you straight. So with that being said, let's just get started with the video. Let's first start off with skincare because this is always the first step, and the first product I have for you is a cleanser. This went viral, I feel, because of its texture. I've kind of always seen it as the mochi cleanser because the texture is very thick, it's very goopy and sticky. So this is from the brand arencia. It's their fresh green cleanser. And I've seen so many girls take like probably the whole tub of this and smack it between their hands, and it has this very like thick goopy mochi like texture. I will say the videos that you probably see online, you definitely do not need that much product. A little bit of this goes an extremely long way, and there's two ways you can use it. You can use it like a mask. Because of its thick consistency, you can apply it on like a mask, leave it on for a few minutes and then wash it off, or you could use it like a cleanser like it's intended to. And this is a really gentle exfoliating cleanser, which I actually really love. I tend to skip over the step of exfoliating. I feel like I don't exfoliate my skin as much as I should. If you have sensitive skin, I think this would still be really great for you because it's extremely gentle, but it's nothing abrasive on the skin. And every time I wash this off after cleansing, my skin always feels very smooth and it doesn't feel dried out, like my skin is not stripped. It also has a really refreshing scent to it as well. My skin always feels super clean every time I use it. So this I've been really enjoying, and the price point is not too bad. It's around 23 USD, considering that this will last you a long time as well. The next product everybody and their mom is using. This has gone so popular. I'm talking about the one and only Medicube Pro Booster device. I was very lucky to receive this in PR from Medicube, and I probably will never receive PR from them again. I was actually supposed to make a video, like a TikTok video, in exchange for this product, but they wanted the turnaround time, I think it was like 1 month, and personally to me that was not long enough. And then they did follow up a few months later, but I was just like, you know, I still need time. I don't know if I'll get PR from them ever again because I didn't follow up on my end, which might sound unprofessional, but hey, I'm not gonna do a video if I'm not 100% behind the product that I'm promoting. You know what I mean? Especially when the product is extremely expensive. So I received this back in September of last year in 2024. So I've had this for over, let's say like 6 months now, right? Half a year. I will say I haven't been really using it these days. When I first got it for the first like 4-ish months, I was using it really consistently. So I think me telling you guys that I'm not really using it these days maybe already gives out my opinion. So let's break down what this is in case maybe you don't know what it is. It goes for around 320 USD. That kind of converts to around like 600 New Zealand dollars. It's a very expensive device, but what it's like claiming is that it's a 4-in-1. So if you regularly go and get certain types of facial treatments, this could essentially sort of like replace it, or it could be your at-home type of treatment, which I get that aspect as well. If you sort of like want a girl method, yes, it is cheaper. Personally, I haven't really seen much of a difference before I use this and after I used it. My skin really does feel, it sort of looks the same, and especially when you're paying a lot, you want to see some kind of difference, right? I will say it is very time consuming, which again, you could argue you. Well, you should put in the time if you want nice skin, but I also feel like if you just have a really good skincare routine, I think that's going to provide you a lot as well. If you have a really good diet, if you're drinking a lot of water and all that kind of stuff, I feel like there's a lot that goes into your skin than a device. You know what I mean? Like, this is not going to literally change your life. I feel like it might help, but I just feel like the way it's been advertised and the creators that promote it, no shade to any creator, but I don't know, it's just, I just don't feel like you have to have it. It's definitely a luxury product. It's not a need. So if you don't have the budget to purchase this, don't feel like you have to have it. But hey, if you want to put this on your wish list and you receive it, you're not going to be disappointed either, is what I'm trying to say. There are a lot of benefits for this. There are certain modes on this that I really like as well, but it's also very time consuming. So you just got to think of like, what kind of person are you when it comes to your skincare routine? For me, I'm a person where I just want something very quick. I apply my toner, my serum, my lotion, my eye cream, and I'm good to go. I think for me, I can't sit down in one spot and like do this. Even if I'm watching something, for me it's just hard for me to sit still. And like I mentioned, I'm not really using it these days either, and I feel like my skin honestly looks pretty good with or without it. Yes, there's pros and there's cons. So I'll show you some of the modes that this has and what are the benefits from my knowledge, which this is another thing with the Booster Pro. It's very confusing, honestly, what it says on the manual that comes with this device and what people tell you how to use it online. Two different worlds, okay? From what I'm gathering and how I've been using it, the booster mode, the orange mode, I will use this with serum. So when you think of booster, just think it's gonna boost the product into your skin. It's gonna penetrate it through your skin. So I'll use this with serums and I really like boost it in. If I have a face mask on, I'll apply this over the face mask so all that juice from the face mask is going into my skin. That is booster. I use booster a lot. Microcurrent, this one has like a suction kind of, that's what it feels like on the skin, okay? So this is going to lift. You want to apply this upwards motion. This is what I love, okay? I want to feel lifted. I want to like my face. Derma Shot, on the manual it says you gotta use it in spots like this, and it kind of has like a little tickling motion. You wanna boop 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 like that. Air Shot you want to use on your dry skin. Every other mode you want to use with product. This you want to use on dry skin, and this is the mode I use the least, but it's supposed to help get rid of your pores. I feel like I'm going in circles here, but it is a really nice luxury tool to have. Like, I have it. I mean, I'm like, now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should start using this again. But I think overall, it's just not something you have to have. Sometimes more is not better. What's the quote? Sometimes less is more. Yeah, sometimes less is more, and I truly agree with that, especially when it comes to your skincare routine. So that's where I'll leave it. Now let's talk about some face masks. I have 3 different types of face masks that I want to go over, and they are all 3 completely different types of masks. I want to start off with this one from Skin 104. It's their poremizing quick clay stick mask. It's in the cutest little pink packaging. Even the mask itself is a light baby pink, and it essentially is a clay mask in a stick form. That's what really gravitated towards me purchasing this, because a lot of clay masks, it's usually in a jar. You have to use your fingers or use a brush. It's just quite messy. But when I saw that it was in a stick and you just apply it directly onto your face, how easy is that? It's mess free. This clay mask you don't leave on your skin for very long, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. It's very quick drying, and it's a very thin layer. I know a lot of like clay masks can be a lot thicker, but this is very thin, so you just wash it off. And again, it's a really good exfoliation, a quick exfoliation on the skin. It gets out all the gunk from your pores, which I love. I'll use this maybe like once a week. I really do enjoy. I love how convenient it is as well, and it being pink makes it even better. And this will just last you forever. I mean, in a stick form as well. You don't need a lot of it. It's just so easy. That's what I love about quick skincare, okay? I love efficient, mess-free skincare, and I've been loving this, okay? And I just love Skin 104 period. They probably are my favorite Korean beauty brand. A lot of their products I love and it's like my favorite, so this is another product that I also really love too. So if you're looking for a new clay mask, this one I would highly recommend. I haven't seen too many people talk about it, but I have seen a few like skincare girlies talk about it, so I wanted to add this one in. The next mask we're going to talk about is the very popular and trendy collagen face mask. I have mine from Biodance. This is their Bio Collagen Real Deep Mask. I feel like this was the first collagen mask I personally saw, but I feel like now every brand has their own type of collagen mask. You probably have seen it all over socials where it comes in two pieces. So it comes for the upper half of your face and then the lower half, and you leave it on. I think a lot of people like to leave it on overnight. Personally, I can't do that. I'm a side sleeper. I'm a wild sleeper, okay? I move a lot. That face mask would just not last through the night on me. So I like to put it on at nighttime. I leave it on for about 3 hours until it goes clear. So when you first apply it, it is opaque, and then over time it kind of sinks into your skin and the mask will become more transparent. It is a mask that does leave my skin looking glowy and just more plump, like there's life back to it. So if you ever feel like your skin is feeling a little bit dull, I would recommend giving these a go. It's a nice little treat and pamper at the end of the day. So this one from Biodance is 37 USD on Olive Young, but you get 7 sheets. So I feel like it's not too bad considering how long you keep it on for and the benefits it does give to your skin. Usually Olive Young, they always have sales going on, and you can use my affiliate code. All of these products are available on Olive Young, and I believe most of it will be available on YESSTYLE as well. So I'll have my codes down below in the description for you, as well as links that you can easily shop and access. So I recommend it. You don't have to try this one for a Biodance. I have tried the one from Medicube as well that I also really like. They all kind of do the same thing really, like the way my skin feels after. The next mask though, this one is a lot newer to me. It's from the brand numbuzin. It's their lifting seal full face mask. It comes in a pack of 4 and I've only used 2 so far. I guess it's really hard to say, but honestly so far I've been really loving it. I do see a difference. Again, it's a face mask that comes in 2 pieces, one for the upper half and then one for the lower half of your face. But the lower half one, actually it does cover your under chin, and you also hook it around your ears, and then it comes with this like sort of elastic band that you wrap around your face. You want to start from the chin, lifting it up, and then you tighten it on the top of your head, and you leave it on for about 20 minutes, and essentially this is going to help just lift up your face. And like I mentioned, I want to feel lifted. I want to feel okay, because anytime I feel a bit bloated or anything, or I gain a bit of weight, it's always in my face. And when you have a big head already, it's even more obvious, okay? That elastic band, you could use it with different masks that you have. You don't necessarily have to use it with this. That elastic band comes free with this. You don't have to buy it separately. So it's a really good like tool to have to use it with other face masks. So far, honestly, I've been really enjoying this. Anytime I have a special event the next day, I will be using this the night before or even the morning of. It's like a special occasion type of face mask. I'm gonna probably buy another pack, a few packs maybe soon, because you just never know. Some days you just wake up really bloated and you're just like, girl, I need something to, you know? And this could be it for me. This could be it. Okay, now onto the makeup. I have a little makeup brush for foundation, the Wake Make Spatula Wide Foundation Brush. I've noticed a lot of Korean makeup artists like to use a brush like this to apply a very thin layer of foundation across the face. This one from Wake Make has been quite popular, but I have seen a lot of brushes very similar to this. This is the one that I just got. It's super thin when you put it to the side as well. So we all know the spatula was very popular from Picasso. I still use that one all the time. This one does go on a lot thinner, I feel, because I almost feel like the bristles take away some of that product, so you're applying a very thin amount, and I really do like that. But you will be using more product. If that's not a concern to you, then that's totally fine, but just be aware it does take away some of that product. I do feel like I'm pumping out a bit more, if that makes sense, but it's a really great way to like layer on your foundation without it looking cakey, because you are working by thin layer, thin layer, you know what I mean? It reminds me of a little crepe cake, you know, the little thin layers. It's a really great tool to have, especially if you like using brushes. I mean, I'll apply it like this, very thinly, starting from the center of my face, because that's where the most product is going to go, and then you work your way out where there's not much product left by the time at the end, right? Then you could go in with a sponge. I like to go with a puff to really press this in, and you get the most even complexion. Like the way it's applied on, it's beautiful. So I've been really enjoying this tool. Now let's talk about a cushion foundation. So for this video, I decided to add in the Hera black cushion. This cushion is very iconic. It's very, very popular. The way I discovered this cushion is through my friend Denise, who is also a YouTuber as well. I have her link down below, but she's been raving about this cushion for years. I believe it's her like tried and true cushion that she always repurchases. So I've known about this cushion for a while, but Denise and I have like opposite skin types. She has dry skin, I have oily skin, so I just didn't feel like it would work for me, you know what I mean? But I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this cushion more and more, and if you guys know, I've been working on a cushion ranking video. I have 22 cushions that I'm reviewing and going to rank, so I wanted to include this one in, and I've been testing it out. It's what I'm wearing on my skin today. I will say it is very, very expensive. I'm gonna consider this high end. It's around 57 USD, you guys. So this cushion goes for about $100 New Zealand, so very high end. And I will say it does feel very light on the skin. It feels like there's nothing on my face. It does not feel heavy. It gives sort of like a medium sort of satin matte type of finish, which I was kind of surprised, because when I was applying it, I did feel like it was a little bit drying even on my oily skin. So I was surprised that my friend Denise, who has dry skin, loves this cushion so much, because I felt like it was a bit drying there. But once it's like marinated in the skin, once you set it down, it's beautiful. It does look really beautiful. However, I don't feel like it gives me such a blurred effect that I'm going for. I like my skin to look very blurred, very matte down, and I feel like with other cushions I can get that more. Considering the price point of this, it is very expensive. Wearing this throughout the day without any touch-ups, my skin does get extremely oily. It does not control my oils as well as I would like. It does seep into my smile lines a little bit throughout the day, and I would naturally touch it up, but I did wear this for the whole day without any touch-ups, and yeah, I was just a little of a grease ball. For this price point, I want it to be a 10 out of 10, but for me, it's not a 10 out of 10 cushion for me personally. Again, it's like a 10 out of 10 cushion for my friend Denise, who has dry skin, but for me, it's like I gave it a 7 out of 10, so still high, still highly ranked, but still. It's like the price point that brings it down for me. So we just talked about that spatula brush and how spatulas in general is just popular in Korean makeup. That now there is a concealer with a spatula inside, like built in. So this is from a brand called BBIA. This is their all-day fitting concealer. I have mine in 23 natural. There is a built-in spatula as the applicator inside. Mine also did come with 2 little finger puffs, which work great. So there is sort of like a learning curve with this. You have to get it in a certain angle for you to apply it properly. But I just feel like this is just so smart. You're taking away an extra tool because it's already built in. And I really do like it. The way, again, applies a thin layer across your skin. You dab it in with a puff. You get really great coverage with this as well, and it doesn't look heavy or cakey underneath the eyes. In terms of formula, it is quite liquidy and a bit more creamy, quite hydrating. I have dry under eyes, and I don't feel like this makes my under eyes look dry at all. Overall, a pretty good concealer. I would even use this maybe like as a base, just going in with this spatula, going in with this with like a foundation. I think that would totally work as well. Then next up I have the Laneige Neo Essential Blurring Finish Powder, and this one has been pretty popular. I think it's been popular because the way the powder comes out, so it kind of looks like a cushion, it kind of looks like a loose powder, but it has this very thick puff that comes inside, and you'll see this sort of like silicone base that has little indents in it, and all you do is just press down on it and the powder comes out. The powder is very fine, very finely milled, that when you apply it, it doesn't feel so heavy, but it is a loose powder, you know what I mean? So I feel like for the dry skin girls, and you find that a lot of powders can be too heavy, too cakey, this one definitely could be a contender for you because the powder is just so fine and so thin. I feel like it could possibly work. When I'm used to a powder being more full on, this one does feel a little bit lightweight, but even great as just like a touch-up powder, it does have a really nice like blurring effect to it. Like you can see here, it's just like mattifying my face completely, which I love. So this one's really great too. Again, quite innovative. I've never seen a powder come out in this form and have it be so like fine. So this one is very nice too. And the last makeup item I have for you is this tinted lip balm from the brand AOU. This went viral because Jenny was seen using it. Karina from aespa, a lot of idols was using this tinted lip balm. The makeup artist that does Jenny's and aespa's makeup, she is, I believe, the creator, the founder, the owner of the brand AOU. So it's their glowy tint balm, and I have mine in Apple Balm, which is the pink. It is a really hydrating tinted lip balm that's in a pot, so you would have to use a brush or your fingers, which can be messy. But I love this type of product when I'm just getting ready in the morning to give my lips a bit of a tint, a bit of hydration. I will say the tint isn't very strong, like the pigment is not that opaque. Like if we're gonna compare it to one of my favorites, I love the Basic Fruity Lip Jams. These are more thicker in consistency, but they have more pigmentation. The AOU is a little bit more shared out, so it's going to give you a very slight tint, which I still like, but I think I still prefer the Basic one more that has more pigment, just because my lips naturally don't have a lot of color in them, that I do want more pigmentation coming through. But overall, it's very comfortable. It's not a sticky formula, easy on the go to put in your bag for a little bit of a tint on your lips, like to the gym, Pilates, whatever it is. If you need something very light on the lips, nothing that has such strong pigment, then you would definitely like this one. But it is 15 USD and it's gonna last you a long time, as it does come in this pot in a solid form, and they have a good variation of colors as well, so definitely there'll be one for you. But then you guys, the final product I have is a hair care product. It's from the brand Mise and it's their original perfect serum. This is just an iconic hair serum. I feel like it's been in the K-beauty world for a very long time, but currently their models, the ambassadors, are aespa, so that's what made me want to purchase it. It does really work when my favorite idols are like the models for these brands. It is a serum, not like a hair oil, so it comes out a little bit thicker. It's not as oily as a hair oil, so if you want something that's a little bit more dense, then maybe this one would be great for you. It also has a really nice smell to it as well. It's hard to describe. It's giving mature. It's giving mature, but I really like the scent of this. As you can see, my bottle, I'm almost done with it. And on Olive Young, there's always like 1+1 deals that you can get. I've been loving it. I gave a bottle to my niece as well. She loves it too. Really great hair oil. I apply this every time I dry my hair, and because I feel like it's not super oily, I don't feel like it's weighing down my hair, which is important because I already have very thin hair that sometimes hair oils could weigh it down or make it look more flat. But I feel like this, because it's a little bit thicker, it just sticks to my hair a bit better. So with that being said, you guys, that is going to conclude today's video. Those were all the current trendy, popular, viral K-beauty products that I've been testing out. Today's filming was a bit of a struggle because it's sunny and cloudy today, which means the sun is going in and out. So sometimes I'm looking a bit brighter like right now, and then sometimes I'll look a little bit dull when the sun goes behind the clouds. So I've been sort of taking breaks here and there, but hopefully I can edit it to make it look like it wasn't cloudy sunny today. See, like it's getting a bit darker now. Anyway, we're at the end of the video, so I can kind of ignore it now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If there's any other products that you want me to test out, to try out, please leave it down below. I'll add it to my cart, test it out, and add it for the next part. But I like to go in rotation, so I think the last one I did was C Beauty, so I think the next one in this series will be on J Beauty. But yeah, let me know any products. If you guys did enjoy today's video and you did find it helpful, if you could give it a thumbs up for me, I appreciate it so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!